My name is Xavier, and welcome to Season 2 of Merciless Melee Dwarves, where we're playing melee only. We're gonna build the most coolest dwarven base ever known to man, keep everyone alive, kill some dwarven bandits, murder a dragon, or possibly tame it and ride it into battle and burninate the elves. Oh god, wouldn't that be awesome? Or even the hobbits. Wouldn't that be hilarious, a giant just riding a dragon and stepping on hobbits? Maybe that'll be the ultimate goal. Regardless, for those of you who are new to the channel and or this Dwarven series, you might want to check out the Dwarven, or what is it, Merciless Melee Dwarves Series 1, because I went over like 15 minutes at the beginning of that, like what the seed is, what all the mods are, what the plans are in detail. However, what happened with that campaign was that I went to go record episode number 7 this weekend, for those of you who have watched the prior series, and it was bugged out. And all of these rocks here were gone. And all of these rocks were gone, and all of these, half this mountain was gone, and then like all the plants that I had planted there were freezing to death. I spent 3 hours just about over the weekend trying to fix it, like uninstalling mods, reinstalling things, downgrading to old versions of stuff, and like I just couldn't get it to work. Absolutely couldn't get it to work. So then I spent 2 hours setting up this exact identical campaign for the most part, getting everything ready so I could jump right into the game without having to like fumble around placing all the initial buildings. I've already gone ahead and done all that stuff. And then today I go to record and I go to load the old game just to copy in this. This is going to be my lava forge in the future. And when you know, it's working all of a sudden. Anyway, I decided to just abandon that old campaign because I had spent so much hours getting this one ready. And back in the day, I used to spend time preparing for each Rimworld campaign. I'd spend like up to 30 hours doing test runs and whatnot, trying to figure out a really fun, balanced approach that would be interesting and difficult throughout. And now I don't do that anymore. Now I just kind of wing it, jump in, play, see what happens. So we can basically chalk up that last campaign to experiments. So here's what I learned in the last campaign. Number 1, the bugs. Oh god, the bugs. So I've actually already gone ahead and I set up a restriction zone for everyone called the Tharby Bugs. So all the dwarves are restricted to just the purple areas, which is like 98% of the map, except for where all the bug mounds are. So that's the first thing. The second thing I learned was that the dwarves have underground plants. You have to actually plant them in the dark. That's like their primary food and alcohol. So we're going to do that this time around instead of planting any rice or corn or weird non-dwarven things like that. I actually have one set up down here. This is going to be our earthbred root zone with a roof over it pretty soon. And then additionally, I spent a little too much time playing around with all the new things because they looked really cool. There's so many cool dwarven things in this. Like, I want to make this awesome dwarven city with like gates and like walls and all kinds of awesome stuff. Oh, dwarven reinforced wall, steel. Ooh, boy, that would be amazing. But anyway, we're going to hold off on that until we've got all the basics under control. And then there was one other thing I learned, but I forget what it was. Regardless, I have the same floor plan here as before. It's already put in. I'll shut the planning off in a little bit. This is going to be our mausoleum of sorts, if that's what I'm thinking. Is that the right word? This is going to be our animal area. I've already got the zones here planted with dandelions, ready to, or set to plant with dandelions. Down here we got heel root being planted. Up here we got heel root. Here we've got cloth. This is so we can make basic clothing if we need to, and also our dwarven board game for enjoyment needs that. Here's where our earthbred goes. Eventually we're going to need to do the other honeymead plant, whatever that is. What's it called? Honey root plant. That's the one you use to make alcohol. Oh, that was the other thing I learned. Meleeing. Since we're doing meleeing only, boy, you have to be very careful with hunting, I found out, because you can do it. You can hunt like 1 or 2 animals, but the guy on the hunting gets so many bruises. He'll walk out, try to attack an animal, and get immediately knocked out over and over and over again. So you can basically only hunt 1 or 2 things at a time, or you can select 1 or 2 things to be hunted, or you manually send the whole colony out to hunt, since we're doing melee only. No arrows, friends. Arrows are for frigging elvish losers. That's my royal decree as like King Whitebeard. Or actually, I guess King Brownbeard, who is super white. For whatever reason, my character has like the most white face up in the top here. It looks like a ghost. Just like real life. In any event, I think, let's just jump. Okay, actually, before we jump in, let's go over the characters, because I have different characters this time. The only thing that's actually different from the last campaign. So here's myself. I am a dwarf forager. So if you're from like Australia or Boston. You're gonna say Dwarf Forager. You got it? Forager. Dwarven Forager. That's what I'm all about. I go out and I pick the plants. Apparently I enjoy this, I guess, but I'm a fast learner, just like real life. I like the melee, or maybe the opposite of real life, depending on if you watch these videos or not. But I also like animals a little bit. So that's me. We got Alan here. Welcome, Alan, to the colony. Alan is a jogger. I've never had a jogger in the very beginning of a campaign before. He does like the mining and the crafting and a bunch of other stuff. But what I'm going to do with Alan is actually have him be the de facto cleaner, then all like the utility hauler and whatnot. I've already gone through and done all of the work. I'll go over that in a second, so we don't have to spend like 30 minutes watching me go over the work tab at various points throughout the episodes. But Alan's going to be like the person who runs around doing all the busy work. Like it's also really good that he likes social, because he's going to be the person who goes and talks to prisoners if we ever get them. He eventually, if he's out of all hauling and all cleaning, he'll do mining and then maybe fill in with cutting blocks. But he's going to be really busy, but that's a perfect utilization of him because he's a jogger. Meanwhile, we got Paul Dose over here. Paul Dose is a Dwarven Brewmaster. That seemed very fitting for me for Paul Dose. Even kind of looks like what I imagine Paul Dose would look like as a dwarf. And also, I imagine if Paul Dose was a dwarf, he'd be a brewmaster for sure. Just sitting around brewing the beers for all his dwarven friends. Anyway, he loves the melee. He loves the cooking. That's pretty much all we're going to have him do, but he can back up his mining if there's nothing to do. And then lastly, we have Tremaine here. The return of Tremaine. I think Tremaine's like, other than Cinnamon, the most common character I've had. Speaking of, Cinnamon's the first female character up on the new list. So Tremaine loves the mining. He's going to be the new Swede from last campaign. And then also he loves the crafting. So we're going to do dual work on Tremaine where he mines and then he crafts. So I have to be careful not to select 9 million things to mine at once. Just you know, kind of pace myself for once. Here's my work tab. I've already gone through the whole thing here and it is super hyper set up. Alan being the super fast guy, we're going to have him do stuff like wardening. Chat, of course, really high priority there. He's got also handling, but not taming or training. Just the stuff that requires running around like a headless monkey, because most of this is just the time spent getting there and back. So he's going to do like feeding, slaughtering, milking, and shearing. All of those things are really rare regardless. He's also set up to deliver all of the resources and do construction jobs that don't require skill, like removing or placing roofs, but otherwise he won't actually place or construct frames. Actually, he'll place the materials there, but he won't construct them. Everyone else who has skill, Tremaine and myself, will do the actual constructing. And then for growing, Alan's going to help out sowing the crops, but not harvesting. I'll do all of the harvesting because I love the plants and I have the highest skill. That'll give us the highest yield possible. And that's about it. Hauling here is pretty interesting. Alan's going to do a lot of things slightly higher priority, 5.5, 3.3.3 on like fill fermenting barrels, do like random things like refueling torches and whatnot. Because again, he's a jogger. And then lastly, he's set to cleaning above most things. But yeah, you can imagine it took me a long time to go through this. But with all that being said, we can jump right into the game here and just start playing rather than actually watching a whole bunch of painful startup nonsense. So who's the best melee character? I have a 7. Alan has got a 2. Ooh, Paul Dose has got a 3, and he's passionate. However, he's the cook, and I have learned never risk the cook. Although also never risk the plant cutter. Oh god. I guess I'll wear this armor, and then Paul Dose can wear this armor. And here we go. I'm gonna take the helmet, I suppose, as soon as that's done. Let's hit home key to unforbid the entire map. All right, let me get me over here on wearing this helmet really cool. Ooh, look how good I look. Oh god, look at me, friends, look at me. Now I just need some war axes and whatnot. We're not going to use this bow, but we will sell it because, you know, melee only challenge. In any event, I'm going to shut off this planning thing here. This is going to be our dining room. This is going to be our giant kitchen. These will be our 4 bedrooms. Eventually, we have to mine them out. It's going to take a little bit of time there. And then eventually this will all become the inn, as I was saying in the last 16 episodes. Where am I going? Oh, thank God. I thought I was going directly into the insect zone. That's actually Alan. Never mind. I just assumed it was me because I used to ride Titan in the last one. But let's shut off the planning mode here because that's going to be hyper distracting. Beautiful. Now, down here, let's turn on automatic rebuilding of destroyed structures. I like that a lot. What's this one? Toggle the fertile terrain overlay. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. Is that a mod or is that actually in beta 19? Huh. That's actually pretty cool. Regardless, I'm not going to use it. And then lastly, I want to shut off the visibility of zones. But just for anyone who's new to the series, this is going to be our corpse zone. This is going to be a small zones for vegetables and meat to help cook really quickly. This is, of course, our dead animal zone. This is a high priority meal zone, and this is our stockpile zone. And this is our, what's it called? Chunk zone. And here we're going to have our stonecutters table. Eventually, I'll move it inside, and we'll make some very awesome organic things here. But for now, let's shut off all of that stuff. Looking good. Looking absolutely good. And the pigs, of course, are all down here. They're going to have a ton of places to eat and whatnot once I get the dandelions planted. Ooh, look at all these deer. I would love to murder them up and make them, but we don't even have a place to make them anymore. This is our old butcher. What was that? I heard you guys. I absolutely heard you. So before we can kill anything, what I really want to do, and a lot of you are going to laugh at this, what I want to do this episode is make weapons and armor. I kid you not. It's what I want to do. Oh boy. I'm going to try my best here. So we need to make a blacksmith. This requires 30 iron and 100 of some kind of block. So the blocks we're going to... Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a while, for sure. There's just too many things to do here. Tremaine is hauling in some stuff. Paul Dose, what are you doing? Wandering? Do you actually have nothing to do, Paul Dose? It might be possible, actually, because he's a cook. And so usually the cooks I give, like, no task to, so all they do is cook. Yeah, and he won't haul or clean. So he's actually got nothing to do. Let's immediately start having him mine this out. Right-click here, mine. There you go, buddy. There you go. Diggy, diggy. And then, yep, he's getting right on it. Perfect. So Paul Dose is busy. That's weird that it didn't say one colonist was idle. Oh, the beds. Never mind. I actually have the beds set up. I got a little table and stools. We got a little fuel stove, and we've got some lamps here. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think about starting the campaign this way. Because in the future, ooh, the pigs are making more pigs. The pigs are making more pigs. But in the future, I could start all the campaigns this way. Just kind of jump right into the gameplay with most of the initial stuff set up. Then again, other people really like to see this stuff get set up from the get-go. I'm not sure what the ratio of people who don't want to see this to people who do want to see this is. I imagine after like 300 or some odd episodes of Rimworld, people just don't want to see the initial beds and stuff go down. Especially when the first 45 minutes of every game, literally nothing happens. But we're going to play probably on a little bit faster mode here. I did try to wall this stuff off so our stockpiles don't rot. Ooh, a little bit of social stuff right out of the gate. Tremaine greeted me in passing, and I greeted Tremaine in passing. This is already off to a much better start than last time. Amazing. I've exchanged pleasantries with Alan. Alan discussed forgiveness at length with me. Okay, I don't seem to care much about that. Who do we have over here? Alan has no real opinion, but he's bonded to Titan. Oh, Alan's now the bonded to Titan. Okay. Paul Dose is the acquaintance of Tremaine. Paul Dose disrespected Tremaine's way of thinking. Alan, what did you do? Alan laughed at Xavier's brother's nose. Oh, God, never mind, friends. Already the dwarven colony is going full dwarf. Everyone's just running away, insulting each other's brothers and way of thinking, apparently. What kind of insult is that? Paul Dose disrespected Tremaine's way of thinking. That's just amazing. That sounds like something Paul Dose would do. Be like, Tremaine, you stupid moron. You're thinking the wrong way. You're just thinking the wrong way. Think like a real dwarf. God, speaking of a real dwarf, look how white I am. I'm like that dwarf from Divinity 2 underneath the mine or whatever in the first zone who's like he's been stuck there for like 3,000 years or whatever. Maybe that wasn't a dwarf, but I remember it being a dwarf. In any event, we got a butcher table set up here. Butcher creature. We're going to do this forever, and we're going to drop the stuff on the floor. Beautiful. All right, Alan's just taking a nap here. I'm planting the cotton. Not a bad thing. One thing I probably want to do, I'm the best constructor, right? Let's have me prioritize working on this. And actually, Alan, if you wouldn't mind, prioritize delivering the wood for all of this. I'm assuming we've chopped some trees. No, we haven't. Not even close. But we do have some starting wood, which is nice. All right, so now I'm working on chopping. Wow, that's because this is stuff I'm planting. I see. Before the first night, it would be really cool if I could actually get some beds made. Imagine that. Tremaine came in here and failed. Thanks, Tremaine. That's what we needed, is someone to fail on the beds on the first night. Now, Pockets was telling me, if you go to orders here and you right-click on chop wood, you can do chop only fully grown plants. Oh, look at that, it works. The problem is it's only chopping one single plant. There we go, we got like 6 plants in the whole universe. Well, I guess that's actually completely useless because there's no fully grown plants. All right, we're gonna have to do some actual chopping, just kind of whatever, maybe like around here, just whatever trees. Okay, looks good. On the plus note, we've already got a huge amount of iron, which is nice to see. I'm just gonna prioritize cutting a couple of trees here. I would love to get these things made before we go to bed. Let's see if I can't get in there. Don't have the wood. Okay, I must need more wood. Oh, I see. Alan was... Oh, there we go. I got the wood. Oh, I failed. Oh, that's so painful. No. And now it's the first night time. I've never actually had beds on the first night. That would be insane if I managed to pull it off. Prioritize working on the bed. Come on, me. I can do this. Oh, now I'm taking a nap. Eating a meal. Oh, I got this. No time for walking. Before Tremaine goes to bed, stop failing. Yeah! No, I don't have the wood. All right, really quick. One more tree. We're going to actually do it. Tremaine has a bed now, and I'm going to let myself sleep after I make my own bed. And our very first night in Dwarf Town, friends, we're going to have beds. Believe it or not. Unless I went to sleep. Bloody hell. And Tremaine went to sleep out there for some reason like a dope. Tremaine, you can come in here. Tremaine, here, I'll give you this bed, friend. Set owner to Tremaine. Beautiful. Tremaine, wake up, go to the bed, buddy. Okay, or fix... Oh, actually, you know what, Tremaine? Bloody hell, we don't have a door, so what good is it? Oh well. We got everything almost set up there. Still, though, how does Tremaine already have tattered apparel? Tremaine, your way of thinking is really screwed up, friend. You don't start the game wearing a rat and tattered dwarven tunic. What are you thinking? I wonder why Bulldoze is insulting your way of thinking. Speaking of, we got to make our fueled stove bills here. Let's make a cram. That's like the... What is this? Drop on the floor, do forever. That's kind of like the pemmican here in the dwarf town. And then as for meals, we eat 8 meals a day, 16, 24 before they spoil. So I'll make about, shall we say, 20. And then we'll pause when satisfied at 15, and we'll drop on the floor. Beautiful, close. Awesome. All right, not bad. We're off to a fairly decent start. We all have beds for our first night. Almost have a room. Just need to get that door put in with a little bit more wood. Eating up our packaged survival meals, which is nice to see. Not sure how many of those things we have, or if they're going to... Oh, actually, believe it or not, we got quite a few of them here. 33 of them. Packaged survival meals. Beautiful. Alan's helping out planting now, which is super awesome. What am I doing? I'm just going to hang out at the one dwarven table that we have. Now, until Alan gets done doing all the planting everywhere, he's not going to clean anything. However, I think our moods will hold up here, for sure. Nice! I put in the door, and bam! Now we got roofs and everything. Look at that. That's awesome. Apparently, we're roofing in this little corner there. We have an indoor storage area now, which is nice to see. Tremaine and Paul Dose just hacking at it. I'm curious what Tremaine would be doing if he's not mining. He would be smithing, crafting, or tailoring. Okay, those are all a little bit behind. Well, they're supposed to be above hauling. But mining is actually probably supposed to be a little bit lower than that for now. Honestly, let's actually bump that down. Tremaine, just go. You can haul, and Paul Dose can't. Let's have you just help out hauling the initial, because we have steel all over. We got packaged survival meals. We got silver. We have things that just need to be hauled. Ooh, we got this done already. Awesome. So as I recall, it was limestone and sandstone. Let's add limestone and sandstone to the list. We're going to do until X, and the X is, as per usual. Whoa, that's a lot. No, that's not what I want. I usually do 500 here, but for whatever reason, it's not as easy as it used to be. I think we'll leave that as it is, and then we'll do the same deal here. 500, beautiful. Take to the stockpile, awesome. All right. Alan, what are you up to? Nice, he's planting. Oh, look at that little squirrel, though. Well, we don't have any weapons to fight it, is the thing. Look, he's eating our plants, I think. Did he? Did he just eat our plant? I don't... Oh, God. I don't know. I think we'll just leave it. I'm not sure if squirrels are going to eat... It says he eats vegetables and live plants, so I'm pretty sure that squirrel's going to eat us out of house and home here. We did get our roof put in this area, which is nice. Okay, night number 2. Look at this. Everyone's hanging out here. Me and Paul Dose, Tremaine all having a nice social chat by the torchlight, apparently. I strike up conversation with Tremaine. Poldos remarked on butchering people with Xavier. What? Poldos, what do you... what? Why do you want to go butcher people? The heck is this all about? Poldos struck up conversation. Paul had a brief chat with Poldos about understanding each other. Poldos was like, yes, you understand, right? To the butcher table with those them people. Because that's how dwarves talk, apparently. Poldos exchanged words with Alan about getting drunk momentarily. Poldos. He's already over the top, friends. Oh, my lord. Tremaine... let's see. I struck up conversation with Tremaine, exchanged pleasantries. Everything's fine there. Let's take a look at Poldos here. +6 with Tremaine, +3 with me, +1 with Alan. We're having a good time. Having a good time, friends. Speaking of, we're almost done mining over here with our iron. So maybe what I might start doing is immediately cutting in here. What kind of issues do we have? Raiders remain. That's just all the insects on the map. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. That's only because we physically don't even have a melee weapon on anybody yet. Which is something we're going to have to deal with soon. That's right, I wanted to put in the forge. That's the next big thing here. Furniture. Production. Blacksmith and anvil. This is 100 blocks and 30 iron. We're going to make it probably... Oh, I don't even have any blocks. So who's going to do blocks? Well, Alan will do blocks once we're done hauling, plant cutting, and after... Let's put mining actually after that, so he'll do crafting first to get our block supply up. Because I think other people should have mining under control, right? Yeah, Tremaine's the ultimate miner, and he should be doing that unless there's, like, crafting and whatnot to do. And this is set up perfectly, so if there's materials to craft, he'll craft, and if not, he'll go mine. I love it. But only after he's done hauling and whatnot. So we're going to stay on top of hauling here. The problem is, will we actually get weapons and armor made? Who knows? Ooh, that was hauled in. I like to see that a lot. Poldos, are you bored out of your mind? Poldos is actually bored out of his mind. You know what, guys? Let's start right now doing mining into the planning zone here. Let's turn the visibility on. Orders, mine. You know what, Poldos? There you go. You want to mine like the wind? Go mine like the wind, friends. Just cut right in here, and this will be fantastic because it'll actually look like a dwarven settlement instead of some hobo town. You guys remember Hobo from, what the heck was that game? Not King of the Hill. I cannot remember the name of it. For the King! Hobo was best. Absolute best. God, I miss that game so much. In any event, what's going on here? I'm still planting the heal root. That's good. We got the cloth all planted, which is nice to see. Alan's planting as well. He's still working on this. I feel like this rat and this squirrel over here are a nuisance. But I don't know what to do about it because we don't have any weapons. I guess I could just punch him, but honestly, we'll get, like, wounded and diseased. Wow, Poldos, you're going to town out there, buddy. What's going on here? Mining of a 6. It's not even that. You're not even supposed to be the miner. There you go, mining. Look, you can actually physically hear him mining faster. Amazing. Okay, so usually at about 45 minutes, what used to happen is the initial one-person raid would show up. So I'm thinking, why don't we make a little prisoner room over here? We'll put like a door. This used to be my butcher shop, but I think I'll leave the butcher shop outside for now. Awesome. So at least we'll have that all set together there. I finished up the heal route. Where am I going? Oh! Visitors have arrived. Refuse visitors until I have guest beds. Sorry, friends. I do have hospitality installed because I imagined it'd be fun at some point once I get this inn put together. But God, it's going to be a long time until that's ready to go. Hey, this got put together fast, huh? Nice. Alan's chop on the trees. Now it's happy fun time for everybody. Boy, it makes such a big difference starting out when everyone's already put together and ready to go here. Oh, wildlife. Do we still have that bear? We do, guys. Female grizzly bear. I can maybe tame it this time and get Aloysius a mate. Is Aloysius a male? Yes, he is. He is. Yes. Apparently this... Ooh, there's an alpaca up there. Hell yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Apparently a cougar killed that. Dead for less than a day. 22% ate. And the alpaca bit the cougar in the body and kicked it in the spine. Well, he put up a fight, that little alpaca. Didn't do him much good, but hey, he tried. So the taming the bear is going to be very dangerous, as we already know. And by the way, this is what caused episode 2 of last campaign to go horrifically awry. Insect jellies spawning that are not immediately forbidden. What's the deal with this? Is this a beta 19 bug? Does someone need to report this to Tynan? Because those things spawning mean your civilians run in there, or your colonists run in there. They try to grab it, and then they get wrecked. As, you know, many of you will know by now from last season. So I would like to go try to tame that bear. Who's our, not necessarily just now, but after maybe we make some weapons. Who's our best animal? I think it's me. Actually, whoa! Since we'll be here for a while, I think we should give our faction a name. What should your faction be called? Sherwood of the Forest Elves Suck. There we go. That's what I'm going to call the faction. And then as for the name of this settlement, I'm going to call this Definitely Never Been Here Before. Awesome. Hey, that actually worked. I figured it would, like, deny us for some reason. Oh, so what was I doing over here again? Animal handling. So Tremaine is actually a 6. Alan's a 5. I am a 4. However, I have a passion for it. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be taming a grizzly bear with a 4 anytime soon, to be honest. Anytime soon. How many more packaged survival meals do we have? Looks like 18. Hopefully, we'll have food ready by then, assuming these guys don't eat it. 15% growth rate, 100%. Beautiful. I wonder if it grows at... No, it can't grow at nighttime. Things have to take breaks at nighttime. All right, Alan's chopping trees. We're putting in the final heal root down here. Then I think... Oh, Alan's chopping more trees. Just getting a little bit of stockpile of wood. That's very important. We did butcher that alpaca, which is nice to see. And look at this, Paul Dose. Chopping everything up. And believe it or not, with my stockpiles, I actually anticipated this correctly for once. So up here, I put, I think, meat. And over here, I put vegetables, assuming the food drops bottom left. And if it can't drop bottom left, it drops, like, this way, and then this way, and then this way. So that's where it's going to drop normally, which actually making me thinking about this for a second. What I need to do here is put in an empty stockpile zone like this, grab this stockpile zone, clear all priority low. That way we count the meals when they get into the stockpile zone there. But let's see what we're up to. I'm still planting this heal root. I'm actually getting pretty far along on that. Alan, whoa, 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 mad rat! Friends, there would be a mad rat in town. Alan, you're going to have to deal with that mad rat, it looks like. I wonder if you can deal with it by yourself, or... No, let's have Paul Dose come up here, just in case. Just in case. You never can be too sure about mad rats. Oh, look, Alan's now gotten to cleaning, because we're done planting, apparently. Why didn't we plant the dandelions, I wonder? Anyway, come on up there. Did I forbid... I did forbid them. Ah, that's why. Oh, there's the rat. Here we go, guys. Paul Dose, Alan. Ready? Murder! Okay. Looks like Paul Dose punched it and it just, like, refused to die. Again! Beautiful, friends. What's the result of this? 1 bite. All right. We can handle that, I think. Now, one thing we don't have is a medical situation. So maybe what I'm... Well, Alan went to bed over there. Who's the doctors in town? That's a good thing to know offhand. Paul Dose and Tremaine. Paul Dose, you should be immediately tending to Alan. Beautiful. Then oh, and we butchered up the rat. And now we're cooking. Whoa, what's going on now? Oh, Aloysius had eaten a turtle. Okay, thanks, Aloysius. I guess he was just a hungry little bear. Forgot all about that. Nice. And now he's going to go take a nap over here, and eventually we'll go tend to him as well. Oh, you know what? Let's go to the animals here. Let's actually shut off their medifications. Yes, I did just say medifications, because that's what I said. Let's go over here to default. So, neutral faction, neutral colony animal. Let's not give them regular care. Same thing with all of these things. Looks good. All right, well, we're nearly done down there. Then we'll turn on this, but I actually want to let Alan clean everything up tomorrow. Oh, never mind. He's actually doing it right now. Beautiful. He took a quick break. There we go. Our initial room is clean. Yes, he's fully healed. Summer has begun, friends. He's going to go and clean up the entire colony, of which, speaking of, zone, clear the home zone. Where do we not want clean? Well, this is where corpses go. We don't care about that. This is probably something that matters. All of this matters. Yeah, I guess we'll leave all the rest of that on. This area actually down here is not really for cleaning. Thinking about it now. All right, this is what we're going to have to do. I don't want to clean where all the animals... Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the dirt is not going to get tracked out here in the dirt. So it's just going to clean up rubble. And then once we're done with that, we never have to do it again. So we'll just let them take care of that. Clean up the entire colony. God, this is coming along nice and smooth. I am a big fan of this colony. Hauling iron. Okay, so now that he's done... I guess we're done cleaning. And now Alan is just doing nothing but hauling. He's going to fix up hauling. And then what happens after he's actually done hauling? He'll do mining. Ah, okay. So once he's mining, I know that we're done hauling and doing the initial hauling and cleaning. Which is something I usually... usually it's episode 20 before I get done the initial hauling. There we go. I think this might be it. Unless there's steel everywhere, there might be. They might have already have done it, though. Yep, now he's cleaning, he's hauling wood. I think we actually got all the steel everywhere. I'm pretty sure. Unless he finds more random stuff to do. Yeah, there we go. You know what we could do? Is actually, he's going to do crafting first. Problem is there's so many random things to clean and so many random trees and whatnot. That should be the last tree. Tremaine, what are you doing down here? Oh, you're hauling the steel. Ah, there is a little bit of steel down there. All right, we got most of the colony doing all the hauling now. Even me. Wow, where the heck did I go? There must have been packaged survival meals somewhere way up here that I had no idea about because I just ran down there on Titan with those things. So pretty soon we should start stone cutting on Alan, and then we know we're in business. God, look at that. Look at that. Alan's riding Titan around, hauling things here and there, cleaning the dirt. Oh, that's beautiful. So, hauling steel. Well, how much? Oh, I see. Look at that. A bunch of steel up there. That's like 2 more trips. Tremaine's making a trip now as well. This might be a little boring for you guys, but for me, this is like the ultimate. I've never actually had an efficient thing set up before. This fast and this easy. Oh, look at this. Tremaine and Faltos, they're digging out the base, friends. It's actually going to happen. We're going to have a real base soon. What am I doing? Oh, I set a shirt there briefly. I'm not sure what that was about. I'm sure I wasn't actually making a shirt. One thing I should probably do, thinking about it now, let's do some grow zone. Any old grow zones. We'll just throw regular grow zones. Just, there we go. Let's just throw these like anywhere I can get them in this cave. Let's grab all those grow zones if I can get all the other zones off. Okay, beautiful. Let's turn all of these to the honey root plant so we can get some alcohol going. Alan, you're planting... Yeah, he's actually planting the right one. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. Tremaine came in and hauled that in about 1 second. 13 packaged survival meals remain. Oh, and look at that, friends. Alan is... Yeah, we're actually done hauling everything because now he's making bricks. That's amazing. Let's zoom in here. Grab all these bricks and haul those so they get out of here. And then we'll have a nice, quick stockpile. Yeah, look at that. It's insane having a colony actually put together. Wow. Now 3 dwarves are mining. Friends, diggy diggy till the cows come home in this one. Let's continue this. I'm going to actually finish it here with the orders. And then I got to make, once we get some of those blocks, I got to make the, the heck is it? The armor stand. Then we got to actually make weapons and armor for everyone as fast as possible. I'm going to make like 4 weapons. And then I think maybe I'll make helmets and then the armor. Because helmets protect from like... Oh, God! Well, there we go. There's the raid that I'm used to seeing but didn't happen last campaign. That's strange. So we got one Dwarven bandit. He's attacking immediately. Just the one guy. Kona, look at Kona. Little Coney Pony's running in with an axe. Coney Pony, what's your deal here, friends? You're a steadfast xenophobe who also hates the woman. And you're also a woman. Wow, I would never have guessed, actually. Looks like you just glued a mustache to your face. You're like, I am female dwarf. Holy female dwarf. 15 cooking and a love for melee and a passion for medicine. Hell yes. I want this one. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can't capture the Kona. Before we do, though, as she comes down, let's get everyone ready, right? I want to let her get down here. Where is our aminals? Titan, Aloysius, they're both down here. Let's have me mount Titan. Paul Dose mount Aloysius. Mount Aloysius. There we go. Oh, did I put myself, Paul Dose, you on alert? You need to be... There we go. Okay, yeah, for whatever reason, I took him off alert because I couldn't get him to mount. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, Tremaine and Alan, come over here. Come over here. A little female Kona's like, I'm going to get those male dwarves. That's what I imagine Coney Pony saying. All right, in we go. And charge from behind while simultaneously punch to the face. Get the Kona on the ground, friends. We're using all fists, so we have a decent chance of not... Yay! We actually knocked Kona out. This is what we're talking about. This is fantastic. All right, let's build a copy of this bed in there. Wonderful. For now, though, that's not going to work for us. So let's throw in a sleeping spot over there as well. Grab that, set it for prisoners. Let's come over here. Everybody off of alert. I think our best warden was Alan. Yeah, Alan, come over here, capture the Kona. Undo this. Let's check Kona's wounds here. Death in 18 hours, but no actual permanent wounds here. Look at that. We just kicked dirt in both of her eyes and then beat her up with our fists. Oh, the boar toss actually did some damage there, but not too much. Alan took the brunt of it. Couple cuts with the Dwarven walking axe. I feel like, Paul Dose, you deserve that axe. You can have it, and away we go. Beautiful. Now we're talking. This is amazing. This is hyper amazing. All right, Coney Pony, get in the colony, would you? I would love to have you in the colony. Literally love it. 67% recruit difficulty. Let us recruit. That's what we have to do. All right. Now, let's try to make this a little bit better here. Someone's got to go work on this. I'm guessing it's going to be Paul Dose because he has the best medical skill. No, actually, Tremaine's working on it. All right. That's fine by me. Here's a smarter thing I should do down here. A little bit of an optimization. Let's throw in right over here a stockpile for clear all priority, a critical, manufactured, and medicine of the herbal variety. Beautiful. Apparently, regular meds aren't even in there. That's weird. We're making a bed here for Coney Pony, and let's also throw in a torch. You know, give him something that's a little bit, or give her something that's a little bit nice. This is actually fantastic. Tremaine, once you're done with that, woo, there we go. Rat meat has rotted away. Patched straight on up. Beautiful. Now, let's destroy this thing so it's no longer a barracks. Tremaine, if you wouldn't mind capturing Kona again, just into the bed. Beautiful. Now Kona can sleep in peace. Peace and tranquility. Mind-shattering pain. Ah! As the tooltip says. Unsightly environment. Tattered apparel. Awful prison cell. You know what we can do? We can make this better. I got 641 wood, right? Let's throw in a couple of... Oh, that's a salted pot. A plant pot's what we want. We'll put one right there. And we'll put one over there. And speaking of, let's put one here and one there. Just get things a little bit nicer, shall we? Now, we don't have the materials yet. I think I did finish digging all this up, right? Yeah, I did. Let's put that planning mode off because it looks hideous. Oh, Titan just had some grass there. That's nice to see. I want to turn all of these things on sewing for the animals. Kona's no longer capable of walking, which is nice. So it said something about, oh wow, 18% dwarven leather tunic. I would love to make more tunics, but do I have the leather for that? Looking up here in the ingredient list, I've got 39 leather. So the answer is no. We're down to 7 survival meals, 3 regular meals. We got nothing really to harvest, but these plants down here, and that is not going to be enough. Those are resting. Growth rate's 100% though. We're gonna need more. So my thinking is, why don't I do what I did before, and we'll start up here, making a bounded roof area over like as much of... Let's just do that, actually. And let's do a grow zone wherever we can make it in that area. Beautiful. And we'll set this... Eventually, we'll do this whole area, earthbred root. And we'll wall this in. We'll put that gate up over here like we had before, because that was actually pretty awesome. Speaking of that gate, let's shrink this, because the gate's going to go over eventually. And that, I think that'll be good. I'm not sure if the light will come in from next door and overwhelm it. If so, I may need to build the bounded roof box slightly further if possible. But we'll see. All right, I think that's about all we can... No, that's not all we can do. How many bricks did we get? We actually got 120 bricks. You know what that means? We can now do production, blacksmith, anvil, forge. We can make it out of limestone. Let's put that right... We're going to dig behind this eventually. Should probably... Well, here's actually plant zone. You know what? Let's put it there. And speaking of, let's come over here into this zone. Do growing zone. Beautiful. I guess I can't do that, huh? Let's shrink this zone here. Just do a nice little plant. You gotta have your mushrooms, friends. Dwarves need mushrooms. Nice. Alan's already working on this forest. This is a beautiful colony. Boy, getting that first person as a capture is like such a huge, colossal help. Oh, look, I came in to help out as well. So the episode should be about maybe 4 more minutes. I'm really hoping to have the blacksmith put together by then. I don't know. We'll see. And at least make some weapons. And did it just... Yep, that was really quick. Here's a question though. Is it a group of travelers from the coastal havens of the elves that are passing by? This is 96% on this one. This one's 100%. As far as I can tell, believe it or not, these things are actually growing at 100% for being in the darkness by 1 tile. That seems a little cheeky to me, but who are these dwarven... Oh, look, there's only 3 of them. Look at these elves. They have massively awesome helmets, though. Torthon, Orthordirion, and Phagion. Phagion? What kind of... Greetings, friends. I am Phagion. Pleased to meet you. Racial bonus elf. What is their racial bonus? Blood filtration 200, so basically the same as dwarves, only a little bit less. Sight plus 200. Don't have a clue what that means. Moving 120%. Boy, you don't want to mess with the elves, huh? Metabolism 140%. I'm not sure what that means exactly. So they're probably really friggin' good at using arrows. Like really good. If you install the running gun mod, these guys will probably be massively overpowered. I don't know what metabolism means. Does that mean 140%? Does that mean they eat less food, or do they need more food than normal? Speaking of, we've got 0 food. What can we do about this? Well, looking over here, earthbred's at 46%. We could hunt these deer. That's one option. Another option, as I grab all these berries, can I unselect these? Yeah, let's get those off the map. I just want the ones like in this area. Let's harvest those guys up. Aw, poor turkey over here rotted. Looks like it was murdered by somebody. I would prefer to have weapons before we hunt. Let's go look for that cougar. Did it kill anything else? Maybe the wildlife tab will tell us. Oh, it did! It killed another llama! Beautiful! This cougar's just feeding us llamas. Where'd that grizzly bear go? Okay, we need to try to tame that once we get weapons. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Look, guys, we got a blacksmith. Combat supplier from the Shire. A bunch of Hobbitses are showing up. Oh, aren't they cute? Why they all got red hair? What the hell's going on in this Hobbit town? Good God, is red just in style? Why is Ted also red? Like, what, did Ted start this out? He's like, you know what rhymes with Ted? Red! Everyone dyed their head red! We're Hobbitses! Yay! They all have like a big party and a feast, and they run around like stomping on hair dye and getting super drunk and smoking all the pipe weed. And God, I hate hobbits with a passion. Why aren't these Muflos stepping on them by mistake? That should be a thing that Jekyll should add to this mod. Chance whenever a hobbit's next to a Muflo to get crushed to death. That would be so cool. I'd love it. Anyway, what's happening? I've lost... Oh, there we go. This is what's happening. Tremaine's working on this. We're going to need light in here, of course. Now, I probably want more long-term light since we have some actual blocks. Why don't we put in... Where the heck is it? Furniture? Dwarven brazier box of the limestone variety. According to this, it's 20 blocks. That's exactly what we have. You know what? We don't want it too close to that thing because we don't want... let's put it over there, I suppose. Because we don't... These things don't want light to grow. God, this thing takes a long time. Come on, Tremaine. So the cool thing is we got 1,066 steel just from grabbing stuff on the map. Oh, look, I just brought in the blocks. That's nice. And here's our little stockpiles. Here's the Hobbitses moving through our caves, having a good time. Alan, you're like the local... Oh, that alpaca got ripped down here pretty quick, huh? You're the local trader. Let's go trade with... What was her name? Celandine, the combat supply. Look at little Pansy. What are they... What the heck are they... What is this? It's just like a mini hobbit broom and they just jump around pretending they can do... What is this thing? Like a witch when you're 3 years old? Iron hobbit, basket-hilted sword. Why are they holding it? Maybe the animations are broke and they're supposed to be holding that higher? I see. Looked like a broomstick to me. Wow. Bloodblade. Legendary. $12,000. Friends, we need a Bloodblade. That are said to be mystical items cursed by the hundreds or potentially thousands of lost souls slain upon their edge, distinct for their blood-red blade. This is amazing! The red dwarves, or the red hobbits led by Ted, are bringing us a blood blade covered in red blood. I can't buy it, unfortunately. They'll occasionally surface from time to time and are highly valued by collectors and warriors alike. Melee hit chance 12. Melee damage per second, 14. It actually looks not good. Melee armor pen, 61%. I don't think it's that... Well, maybe the 12% hit chance is really good. Techno Sword, Battle Axe, Halberd, Warhammer! This is what I want. Oh, I want Dwarven Warhammers. Riding our Warhammers into war in our Warboar. Because we're Dwarven Foragers. Encased steel armor... Royal Deathplate. I want it all. I want it all. Dwarven Royal Deathplate. We can afford it. We got the silver. Let's buy some Archer's Bracers. War God's Crest. It's beautiful. Look at the dragon, the sword. This is the best. Where do these Hobbitses get all this stuff? All right, Dwarf Horn Bow. Toodles. There's $12. Now, we sold them everything they'll buy. What can we buy from them? Can we buy... Okay, let's just look by... We can't sort by price, I guess. There's no way to do that. So we only have 861. I actually really want to buy this Royal Deathplate armor. I'm surprised it's only 421. It seems really good. Global work speed's a little bit less. But you know what's not less? Is actually speed. I guess we give that to, like, somebody. It just looks so cool. When am I going to get a chance to buy that? Look, this encased steel armor is a hell of a lot more. I don't know why this one is so cheap. Armor sharp, armor blunt. 50-40. I don't know how this compares to other stuff. Don't have a clue. Nasal helmet. Ooh, bassinets. This doesn't look very dwarfy. You know what looks dwarfy? It's this Warlord's Mask art. Artifact. Social impact +5. That would be so... I could picture Paul Dose wearing this Warlord's Mask. Running around like a maniac. Plated gloves pour. Hell yeah. We'll take some of that. They're only 60. I feel like some of this stuff is, like, not the right price. But regardless, we'll buy a composite bow, arbalist, recurve bow. That's all we can really buy. Then we're going to be out of money. All right, cool. Thanks, Hobbitses. I wish I could have bought your Bloodblade, but alas. Look at these. I don't think dwarves can wear these, friends. I don't think they can wear them. They're a little bit big for the dwarves. Who's our ultimate fighter? It's really Paul Dose, although he shouldn't be because he's the cook. And you never want to have the cook be the best fighter. Melee 4. I'm actually the better fighter, but Paul Dose likes it more. Let's give me the gloves. And there is that beautiful armor. Let's look what a dwarf looks like wearing this armor. It's gonna take 4 hours to put it on because we're so stubby and small. Woo! I'm looking regal, friends. I need a Dwarven King's helmet now. Ah, this is cool. By the way, didn't I say 4 minutes like 10 minutes ago? So what do we got? Melee 0 on Tremaine. Hold those. I've already got one. I guess 2 on Alan. Alan, you're up, friend. Here's some armor for you. And while we're at it, I'm assuming I can clear force, and I won't drop all my gear. We'll find out in a minute here. I'm, you know, just hanging out. Oh, never mind, actually. That is what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna need to do here... Okay, we can clear the force off of that one. Manage the outfit, select the outfit, anything. We need to turn on basically any foot gear, any hand gear, basically any body gear, any head gear, and pretty much any accessories. Because what's not happening is we're missing the... let's just hit close. We're missing the medieval stuff. So I'll force wear that. Awesome. Now that's going to be part of our anything outfit. Now I can clear the force. Bam. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, this is done. The forge up here. Beautiful. Look at all of this awesome stuff. We got 1,000 steel. Let's be smart about it this time. Let's go straight for dwarven axes. Dwarf double-bearded axe. I think the battle axe is actually better because it's one hand. Let's make that. And we'll do this 3 times. Then we're going to make some Hill Dwarf helmet. All right. Hill Dwarf Lord helm. That's what I could use. Make Dwarf King's crown. Crafting 12. Damn it, we can't do it. I want to be the Dwarf King. Make Mountain Dwarf battle helmet. Look at all these cool looking things. Longbeard Dwarf helmet. Okay, we're going to make one of each because we already have one. That's one for everybody. So that's an axe and then a shield for everybody. Or, sorry, that's a weapon and a helmet for everybody, and then we need shields. As far as I can tell, they're all basically the same, so I'll just make noble. We'll do that 4 times, and then otherwise, we actually have 3 armors, so we only need 1 more. And I'm not sure what kind of armor to make. How about Mountain Dwarf... No, Hill Dwarf... No, where is it? Armor. Mountain Dwarf armor. We'll make 1 of those, and that is actually main hands, helmets, shields, and armor for the entire colony. At some point, make elf robe, dwarf spear. I think in order to do the medieval stuff, do we have to research that? Medieval. Yes, you do. So until we do this to get better defenses, we won't be able to make all those cool gloves and gauntlets and all that. Unless you can do all of that, but you just need to do it at... No, it's not here. I was going to say like a normal forge. Doesn't seem... It seems like the anvil replaces it outright. So presumably you could build all the medievals. That's going to be a mess once the medieval stuff and the Lord of the Rings stuff is in here. It's going to be like the whole screen at 4K. Anyway, we didn't get the weapons and armor built, but I mean, what could possibly go wrong? In the next episode, we'll definitely build those weapons and armor for sure. Like, why would anything hold us back? 100% getting done. Thanks, little Hobbitses. Oh, what if I murdered the Hobbitses and I stole me's all their blood blades? We're going full Smeagol up in this town, friend. 17 Hobbitses? We ain't murdering no Hobbitses. You know what else I need to do in the next episode? Before I forget, why don't we actually do this right now? I'll just throw it in really quickly. Security, spike trap, steel trap. We need some kind of defenses. We'll put 1 here, 1 there. I actually, last time, it worked out very well, just having, like, random traps on the ways into the tunnel. Like, people, they just walked over, like, every one of them. It was hilarious. So the problem is, this is a ton of our steel, but at the same time, it's probably necessary. It's honestly probably necessary. So let's do that. There we go. That's going to be a ton of steel. That means we're probably not going to have enough steel for all this stuff, but will we? 160 for each axe. Nope. Not even close. That's okay, because we can convert our iron to steel and off to the races we go. Well, already, we're 1 episode in, and this is way more progress than last time. Way more progress. Unbelievably. Although I think the characters in this one are way better set up. I mean, I didn't like min-max these characters or anything. I just took like the 8 starting characters, whoever they were, and I just grabbed like the best 4 out of 8. And it worked out that our skills are actually really fantastic. By the way, me and Paul Dose already best of friends. Look at this. Plus 25, plus 59. Paul Dose, for whatever reason, really likes me. Conversation about extremism. Extremism? It must be extreme. No. I'm not even sure. Extremism sounds more extreme, though. Conversation about butchering people, +3. Conversation about extremism, +56. Well, he really likes me, but I'm actually worried because he might like me a little too much here, considering what he wants to do is butcher the peoples. God, he would love to get his hands on these little elves, I bet. Or little Hobbitses, rather. Look at Red Ted. Anyways, that's the episode for Red Ted. Even has a red cape. You gotta be kidding me. Red Ted, the leader of the Hobbitses. Someday, please bring back that blood blade. God, what a tongue twister, frigging nonsensical farce the Hobbits are. They just show up on town, and you're slurring all your words left and right. Anyways, when's we returning? There's gonna be a lot more stuff. Hopefully, we need to make food, of course. Build all this stuff. Get all our weapons made. Build some walls. Actually expand our grow zones, dig this out, make some real nice rooms, increase this, maybe get Kona recruit. This is actually going to be Cinnamon in the not too distant future. And then that'll be amazing, especially because we'll have an additional miner, an additional crafter. Whoa! No, that's Alan. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong character. All right, here we go. Kona. Steadfast, xenophobe, misogynist. Yes, medicine, cook. Never mind. That's what it is. Cook. So basically just medicine cook, which is actually pretty good because that'll free up Paul Dose to go frontline brawling. Me and Paul Dose can just go hunting together. It'll be amazing. Even though he doesn't see... Oh, that's shooting. Oh, I see. The hunt skill is on shooting. It's actually melee, though, because that's what we're doing. So, Hunter lacks weapon. That's me. I don't even have a weapon yet. We don't have a single... I just need a melee weapon, and that'll go away. But... and then Baldos, the cook, would be freed up to do other things, like, you know, pursue artwork of making, like, bloody hobbitses, I guess. I don't know what he would do. But yeah, basically he would just mine and make art all the livelong day when he's not busy butchering. Oh boy. Anyways, when we're returning, things will be happening. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the new series. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up because it is the first episode of an all-new series. And the thumbs up really help very much. Ooh, Plato is pregnant. Nice, friends. The thumbs up. Oh, we gotta tame the bear, too, as soon as I get the weapons. As soon as I get the weapons and murder all these things. But like I was saying, appreciate the thumbs up on the first episode of the series. It really helps quite a bit. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you soon. Why is Ted also red? Like, what, did Ted start this out? He's like, you know what rhymes with Ted? Red! Everyone dyed their head red! We're Hobbitses! Yay! They all have, like, a big party and a feast, and they run around, like, stomping on hair dye and getting super drunk and smoking all the pipe weed, and... God, I hate Hobbits with a passion.